Find and circle the limiting reagent in each equation. So find and circle. Determine how much of the first product is made. So I need to know how much of this is formed, and this is formed, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. And lots of times I just like to highlight so that I don't get lost. I don't lose what it is that I'm doing. Yeah, just for this particular worksheet. All right, let's look at number 1. Find and circle the limiting reagent in each equation. Determine how much of the first product is made. So they give me information about calcium hydroxide and they give me information about H3PO4. But before I do anything, what do I have to make sure about my equation? It's balanced. So I see I have hydrogens and hydroxides, and I remember that water is hydrogen and hydroxide. And I'm going to break it apart so it's easier to balance. I've got 3 calciums and 1 calcium. Well, should we just start there? 3 calciums. This gives me 3 calciums and 6 hydroxides, so let's put a 6 hydroxides. This gives me 6 hydrogens, but here I only have 3, so what should I place in front of here? 2. Okay, that gives me 6 hydrogens and 2 PO4s, and I have 2 PO4s, so I'm balanced. Okay. So the first thing I have to do is find out which one I run out of first, calcium hydroxide or H3PO4. So I'm going to make 2 train tracks, 200 grams of CaOH2 and 250 grams of H3PO4. And my first step is going to be to convert from grams into what? Moles. 1 mole of CaOH2. And I already did those calculations for you. It is 74.1 grams of CaOH2 and 1 mole of H3PO4 is 98 grams of H3PO4. Grams cancels, grams cancels. I'm now in moles. And I'm trying to figure out which one I run out of first. So I'm going to reactions. All right, so Emma, how many moles are required per reaction? How many moles of calcium hydroxide are required? 3. 3 moles make 1 reaction. All right, Jackson M, how many moles of H3PO4?
2.
2 moles make 1 reaction. All right, let's find out how many reactions each of these things will do. So grab our calculators. 200 times 1 equals, divided by 74.1 divided by 3. Okay, so I get this number 0.8997 reactions. 250 times 1 equals, divided by 98 divided by 2. And I get 1.276 reactions. Which one am I going to run out of first? CaOH2, right? It's awkward because it's a weird number, but it's still smaller, right? I still have less. So this is my limiting reactant. So I box my limiting reactant. And now the question is, okay, we found the limiting reactant, done. Now tell me how much of the first product I can make. So, new train track. If I start with 200 grams of CaOH2, how much Ca3PO4? So I'm going to go 74.1 grams in 1 mole of CaOH2 And then I need my mole ratio. How many moles of CaOH2 are used per reaction? 3 moles will make how many moles of Ca3PO4? 1 mole, and I don't feel like I have enough room. Ca3PO4 2. And then I have to convert from moles into grams. And I already calculated the molar mass for you. 1 mole is 310.18 grams. So if I start with 200 grams of calcium hydroxide and I go from grams to moles, moles to moles, moles back to grams, how many grams of Ca3PO4 2 can I make? Grab your calculator, multiply, 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 divide by, divide by, divide by. We'll say that these lines indicate both are significant and both are significant. So the answer is 279. All right.